So what's the significance of care partnership? Last week's episode was about caregiving versus care partnership. And this week we're going to continue in that same theme. Hello, my name is Janine and I'm the primary caregiver for my husband, Stefan. He has Lewy body's dementia, early onset. He was diagnosed with dementia about 4 years ago. So care partnership, it is key. It's very important. Whatever you think in your heart is going to come out of your mouth. So whatever one thinks, they will also speak. So I want my thoughts and my spoken words to be in alignment as much as possible. Sometimes those things don't match up perfectly, but as much as I can and am aware, I want to make sure that they match. Sometimes your words don't match your heart. You just misspeak. But as much as possible and as much as I am aware, I want to make sure those things are in alignment. Giving isn't necessarily a bad word. It's not negative per se, but it is a word that means that you are providing, to present. You may be depleting of yourself. To deplete, to provide, bestow, compensate. And if we had the illustration of a cup, if you're giving of your cup, eventually it will be empty and it needs to be refreshed. It needs to be replenished. And so when you think about caregiving, I understand where it may have come from. But I also, when I heard the word partnership, and I don't remember the first place I heard that term, care partner, I thought that was a better term to use. I think it evokes working together, having a team, a lot of people supporting one another, and you're not in the task alone. You can go and be refreshed and renewed. You can have people supporting you and providing resources or helping you to understand something, giving you respite so that you can move forward and provide the best support possible for the person that you're giving care to. In this episode, I just wanted to illustrate examples of care partnership in a 7-day span that helped me to be able to provide and support my husband in a more healthy way. I thought it would be a pretty nice exercise and to talk about the people that poured into me and supported my husband in that time span. And these are some examples. And you'll notice there's a community. It's not just one person, but several people over the course of time. And when you also look at this, this is not a typical week. This is the week that my husband and I went to the emergency room during last week's episode. So here we go. So we start out with my hubby and me. So we are the main care partners. Some people may not think of it, but Stefan and I are partners. I have the privilege and opportunity to execute his wishes, to know his desires, to understand his values, and to care for him from day to day. And how do I know that? Because he talks to me. He has spoken to me before the disease was diagnosed, and after. And just getting to understand him and his condition over time. It's a very delicate situation because these are not necessarily my wishes, but I want to serve him and support him in a way that he would like to be supported and cared for, to execute his medical wishes, to do those things that he would like. And so that's how we work together. He also supports me, and I have to be very mindful because he is very considerate, he's thoughtful. Sometimes he denies himself because he may see me doing a lot and he doesn't want to put too much on me. He's even said that on various occasions. So we're working as a team. And the other day he said to me, I have to be there for you so that you can be there for me. And I think that wraps it up very well. Growing community in an effort to try and keep everything authentic. I have neglected to ask you for a few things. Click if you like the content. Is there someone who would benefit from this channel? Please share. Don't want to miss a future episode. Subscribe. And if you have something to say, comment. Like, share, subscribe, comment. Any of these will help our community to grow. So I have a video editor, my cousin, my confidant. She hears a lot of things that's happening in the home. She also helps me produce these videos on a weekly basis. Our cousin, Stefan's cousin, hung out with him this week so that I can get some things done around the house. My brother-in-law, aka brother, helped recruit a friend to help move heavy furniture out of my office up to the loft where my new office will be. And my office is now going to be my cousin's room. So excited. Okay, Stefan's primary provider wrote a script for antibiotics as soon as I contacted her and let her know about his symptoms and my suspicions of a UTI. So Stefan's neuropsychiatrist refilled the script. So I got a well-needed afternoon break on the phone with a friend last Saturday. I needed new conversations. Stefan was pacing and talking about going home and asking me, am I going to go with him? I just needed a mental break and I needed to talk about something different. And I called my friend and she gave me that. Just catching up with her. And then she also was interested in what was going on with us and filling in the gaps in between the videos. It was just a true blessing. And then my Florida friend connected me with a Medicaid specialist. And this is when CarePartnership becomes so beautiful. Like, you just see how the Lord connects people who otherwise would not even know one another, but providing resources and information so that I would understand the process of Medicaid. So I was just so excited about that. We've been praying about that for months. And here we are. Literally 2 weeks before my interview, I get to talk to a Medicaid specialist who's walking me through the steps. Then a church friend donated a bed for my cousin who's moving in. And another friend also recruited movers to coordinate that move. A GI specialist helped us follow up after Stefan's appendicitis this summer, and then walk through the complications of an upcoming recommended procedure. She recommended that we talk to his PCP and get feedback about whether we should proceed with that or not. So that ended up with me calling his provider and talking through those complications and making some decisions and moving on with her recommendation. And then I cannot forget the encouraging comments that I read this week about last week's video. Just warmed my heart and just reaffirmed the YouTube channel and how it's so important. I also received an update from our attorney about guardianship proceedings. This week I read a random encouraging text offering assistance about home care. A friend of mine checked in and gave me a call on Monday. YouTube. I'm a YouTube junkie, y'all. But YouTube, dementia educators, just getting information, more information about dementia and ways and strategies to cope with different things I'm dealing with at home. 2 potential collaborators have direct messaged me about being involved with the channel. Exciting. Afternoon painting break. Yeah, a friend brought over some acrylics and canvas to just give me a break and do something creative. I also got a chance to talk to a friend over the phone. Just talk about life and what's going on in each of our lives. Just being friends and just check in. This is Care Partnership, y'all. This is Care Partnership. So don't think of it as caregiving. Be a partner, and everyone can be a partner. So in the course of 7 days, I can remember about 22 care partners. That was a blessed week. It definitely wasn't a typical week. This is a very busy season for us. We had Stefan's emergency room visit. I'm preparing for my cousin to come in just a couple days. And there's just a lot going on in our lives right now. And we're so blessed to have people who can support and encourage us. People who are resourceful and creative. Those who want to reach out and offer relief. And we can't forget prayer. That's so important. I can't do this in my own strength. So prayer is key. Then we have those who can visit and those who call. I thought it would be a good idea just to give you a sense of what support looks like, what care partnership looks like. And some people want to know, how do we support? How do we rally around a person who is the primary caregiver for a person with dementia? And these are just some examples, and the list can go on and on. Just be creative. If you find value in this content and enjoy what you're seeing, please like, comment, share, subscribe. Any of these things can help our community to grow. Thank you for caring. See you next time.